What's up, guys? Welcome back to Black Beyond Borders. Now, some of you guys may or may not know, I'm a gamer. I play the PlayStation 5 here and there. I do some gaming. I can whoop you in games. If you want to play Madden, I'll whoop you. If you want to play 2K, I'll whoop you. If you want to play anything, I'm gonna whoop you. But today I want to talk about how can you play video games in China? Is it possible? Is it blocked? Well, I'm here to answer that question. But before I get started, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Come on, man. I'm giving y'all value here and I'm helping y'all out. I live here. I'm trying to help y'all out. Y'all help me out. All you gotta do is just subscribe and hit the like button. Let's get the algorithm going. The algorithm has beef with me, but I need you guys to beat the algorithm. Help me beat it. Now, playing video games in China. Now, I'm going to talk about it from the PlayStation point of view because I own a PlayStation 5. In the summer of 2021, that's when I purchased the PlayStation 5. I upgraded from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5, and everything is fine. But there are some things you need to know about when purchasing a gaming console in China. So you can get a gaming console in stores. There are PlayStation stores, electronic stores, Taobao, Baopao, those are the Amazon of China. And even people who sell video games. You can get them from any of these places. So it's easily accessible to purchase a gaming console, whether it be a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. But the number one thing you need to know about when purchasing a gaming console, under no circumstances should you purchase a Chinese version. When you purchase your PS5 or whatever, make sure that you get any other region that's not a Chinese region, whether it's a US region, Japan, Hong Kong, South Korea, Mexico, your mom, I don't care. Get any region except the Chinese version, and I will tell you why. First off, China is notorious for blocking everything, even YouTube. I have to use a VPN to get it. When you get a Chinese version of a PlayStation 5 or whatever, it is region blocked, meaning there are most games you cannot access. Most shops you cannot access because it's blocked. They block it. You can't get into it. And also, maybe you have a PS account. Well, obviously you have a PS account if you have one. Well, you can't access your American or British or Hong Kong PS account. You can't access the account because the Chinese version prohibits anyone from accessing their region. But you can access the PS account from the Chinese version. You can create an account on the Chinese version. But you need a Chinese ID to get that version. And you don't have a Chinese ID because you're not Chinese. Guess what? You are screwed. So what I'm saying is, when you purchase a gaming console, make sure that it's not a Chinese version because it's blocked. And if you want to access their version, you need a Chinese ID. You don't have a Chinese ID, therefore they make life hard for you. That's how they do things. Now, in the special case that you don't listen to my advice and you do get a Chinese version, there is a way around it. Because when I purchased my PS5, it was a Chinese version. I had that problem. But what did I do? Well, here are a couple things you can do. You can take it to the PlayStation shop and have them to unlock it for you. They'll do that. They will definitely do that for you. Or you can go to a special electronic shop that specializes in games where they're capable of doing that. In my case, I lived in Shenzhen at the time. There's this big electronic mart called Huangshan Bay. It's a super huge electronic mart. I went to the video game section and they unlocked it for me. Boom, boom, boom. It was quick, it was simple. I had access to my American PlayStation account, just like that. So I'm good. So if something happens where you do get a Chinese version, make sure that you go to the stores and have them to unlock it. Now I want to talk about games. There are stores that sell hard copies of the games. You can go to pretty much any store that sells video games, buy the game, pop it in your disc, boom, as good as new, right? Or you can do what I've been doing these days and purchase the games online. Now, I will say this, PlayStation, it's not banned here, it's not blocked. You can use the PlayStation Store in China. It works perfectly fine. I purchased pretty much all of my games on there. So this is my recommendation. I know some people like to have hard copies of games or whatever, but in China, I say it's best to purchase the games online, and here's why. Number one, if you're an expat in China, you probably do a lot of moving, and carrying those CDs and DVDs, that's a lot of moving. So it's probably best you don't have that. And two, not every game is available in China. When Madden would come out, I would have trouble getting Madden in the stores. You know, I found a guy that could provide me Madden, but it was hard. Same with MLB, it was the same thing. It was hard to get them. Some games just not available. Some games are banned or whatever. But if you use the PlayStation Store, you can get any game you want because it's on the store and it works fine. So I would recommend you download it. Now, as far as the payment goes, well, if you purchase the games online, we use Union Pay debit card. Union Pay doesn't work on the PlayStation purchasing stores. So it's best to either, you have three ways. You can have your Western debit card, like Visa, MasterCard, or whatever, or you can use PayPal. You know, get a PayPal. PayPal does work in China. You can do that. Or you can purchase gift codes. You know, I have a guy, he sells gift codes. You know, I'll buy a $70 gift code from him and he'll give me the code, I'll put it in, boom, got the game. So those are the three options I recommend if you want to purchase games online. Or you can just do the old classic way, purchase the games in person. You can purchase from, you know, a user, a guy or whatever, he'll give you the hard copy and, you know, boom, it's straight. But you know, you can get games or whatever, it's just not hard to get games. Now let's talk about the internet. So the PlayStation, it has access to the internet. You can use the internet. Now, the internet's blocked in China, as some of you guys know, internet's blocked. So we use a VPN for everything. Unfortunately, PlayStation does not have a VPN feature. You cannot download a VPN. So if you typically like to, you know, watch YouTube on your PlayStation or Netflix, or you like to surf on the web browser, unfortunately, that's not possible because you're in China. China blocks everything, and you cannot download a VPN on the PlayStation. It sucks. But there is a way. What I highly recommend is for you to get a VPN router. You get a VPN router, then you're able to access those sites depending on where the router is set. So if you have the router set to, I don't know, California, you can access Netflix and HBO Max or whatever, or Hong Kong router, same thing. Now, be wary that some of these apps, they do have a strict detection of, you know, VPNs or any type of proxy or whatever. So some of these apps, they can detect you using a VPN and they will stop it. It is what it is. But for the most part, if you have a VPN router, you're able to access that. And that is what I highly recommend, you know, for you to do. And speaking of the internet, today's video sponsored is by Functions Records. Guys, I have a music video called Love the Way. The Yan featuring Uncle Money. We made a dope song. It's dope. It's hot. Come on, y'all see the video. Y'all see it. Quit acting like I don't exist. Quit acting like you don't see me. You see it. Check it out. Links in the description. It's a dope song. It's a love song. Check it out, man. Yeah. All right, let's talk about gaming online. As I've said, the internet in China sucks. It's absolute garbage. It's terrible. The worst internet on the planet. And if you want to play online, you're going to have some problems because the internet sucks here and it's very laggy. You know, it's hard to do things. What I highly recommend is you get an Ethernet cable. By having an Ethernet cable, you're able to play at a more stable speed. Of course, there's still problems because it's China, internet sucks here. But if you have an Ethernet cable, you're able to play more stable. So that's what I recommend if you like the game online. Because if you don't have it, you're going to have some problems simply because the internet is just not strong here. And also, you can purchase other gaming consoles. So you can purchase a PlayStation 1, a PlayStation 2, and an Xbox, the original one, a 360, the old Nintendo, the Sega Genesis. I mean, you can purchase these, old school gaming consoles for very cheap. A PSP, all of that. They have all of that. You can purchase all of that stuff. If you like to play retro games and it's like for really, really cheap, you can purchase these. Some of you guys like to, play retro games. You can purchase that. That's what I highly recommend. And also, here's the cool part. The games you get with the old school consoles, you can, I'm not gonna, self-snitch on myself. So remember back in the day when we would burn CDs from, LimeWire? Well, let's just say you can do that with those games. There are people here that are very capable of doing that. They're able to, burn those games for you. And yeah, so you get a PS2, you can get them to, burn it. And there's also these people that sell these like old school gaming consoles, the fake PlayStations or whatever, and they got like thousands of games on them. You can do that because it's China. All that stuff's made here, so you can get that. It's a real cool thing to get. Pirated stuff here. You can get pirated stuff here, man. All right, I said it. I stitched on myself. You get pirated games and pirated stuff, pirated consoles. You can do all that stuff here, and that's the cool thing about it. And it's for very, very cheap. Now, when it comes to the PlayStation 5, I don't know much about jailbreaking or pirating for the PlayStation 5. It's possible. I don't know much about it, but I will say this: for the PlayStation 5, do not do that. Don't, because one, your system will never update again. And two, the PlayStation Network will ban you. How do I know? Because I read about it. Yeah, I just read about it. I don't have no experience with it. I just read. I have a jailbroken Fire Stick, so I just thought, hey, let me see what it says about jailbroken PlayStation 5. That's it. But yeah, that's how you play video games in China. This is what it is. After this video and after I edit this video and upload it, I'm probably gonna play some PS5, but yeah, this is for my nerds out there that like to, hit the sticks every now and then, or for the rest of your life, it don't matter. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about life in China, man, just let me know in the comment section. Y'all see me, man. Quit acting like I don't exist. Y'all see me, man. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, help your boy out. Follow me on Instagram at _Uncle Money. Check out my book, Surviving China as an Expat. Check out the music. Check out my other 3 podcasts. It's all in the description. Everything is there. I'm not going to plug y'all in. The plug's in the description. But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. The supporters, thank you. I really appreciate you guys a lot. All right, see you.